All over our cities, along our coastlines and across our green and pleasant land, an invisible army is fighting a never-ending war. Their enemy is the filth that we create and the vermin that thrive on it. Welcome to the hidden world of the Grimefighters. On Grimefighters tonight, at last on television, a house full of televisions. Pete triumphs, but only after a struggle.
The floor just got up and just moved.
Jackie the inspector is back, as keen as ever.
I'm going to find them.
And Lou the litter-picker lights up Wolverhampton.
Big round of applause, please, from Lou.
But first, in Dagenham, a house that's been recently vacated but has not been emptied. The council has to make sure that a new tenant can move in, and the task falls to Tony Macy.
Another one with delights inside, I suppose, that we've got to clear out and refurbish the property. Well, another one full up with stuff.
The previous tenants didn't seem to hang around to say goodbye.
Televisions stuck everywhere, old cupboards. Just makes me wonder why nobody takes anything away with them.
All this must once have been of value to someone, but not anymore.
Looking round, there's probably not a lot that you'd want to take, but at the end of the day, somebody's possessions and they've been living with it. Just seems strange that they want to leave it all.
Most people agree having a telly is essential, but how many do you need?
Looks like he was a bit of a television buff.
Well, that's enough for the time being.
I'll have a little look in the kitchen now. It's just totally trashed. It's filthy. The floor coverings are filthy. They're using an old table that's absolutely chipped and cut to bits. I mean, I just couldn't live like it.
It's always a case of what's really valuable. Take doors.
In this borough, we seem to have a black hole where doors disappear. For some unknown reason, nobody wants a door on. I've been to loads of properties, you don't find a door in the house. And the bathroom's right next door. This one was obviously going to go in the black hole because it's hanging off. They just haven't got time to take it off and get rid of it.
Stairs are a different matter. Remove these and the house might fall down.
Right, we'll have a look in the master bedroom. Things get worse. This is jam full of stuff again. Another 2 televisions.
No surprise here.
Absolutely smashed to pieces. Bedroom 2. This looks like an older child's bedroom. And now we can see why we've got so many tellies. There was obviously a DVD fan. Cupboard doors have disappeared in this room. It's just beyond belief why people just want to remove doors all the time. I can't see the purpose. So I suppose we better have a look at bedroom 3 and see if that one's any worse. Obviously the door's off, that was going somewhere. 2 more televisions. So I think we've now got a total of, I think there's about 7 televisions. They're all old, they're all no good. There's a lot of signs of children here as well, so it was probably a family that were in here.
So why did they suddenly drop everything and leave?
It could be hundreds of different reasons. A lot of it is family break-up. So if you can get to the source of it and try and stop it before it happens, we get a lot more properties that are in better condition. And we don't have to spend so much money and do so much work.
Every cockroach must have a mother. Somebody must love them. But really, they are a menace in a home. Not only as a serious health hazard, they don't supply any of the natural fragrance we're all seeking. Put it another way, they smell. And what's the answer? We know the answer. Pest controller Pete.
All right. Hello. Pest control, mate. This is a revisit I'm doing on cockroaches. I've had a little look through the hallway as I come through and I'm pretty pleased with what I've done at the moment. They were up the walls, round the back. When I pulled the fridge out, the floor just got up and just moved. So I had to treat it really, really hard.
Cockroaches are highly resilient and breed rapidly.
If you look down here, we've got a female here. If I just get hold of it. It's semi-alive. You can actually see the egg case on the back of her. You usually get about 30 to 40 babies in one egg case.
And with these insects, you have to consider the sins of the fathers.
Even if they die, the eggs will still hatch out. So they could be like sitting there, and if you put that in a bag, they actually will hatch out, and you would see 30, 40 babies hatch out.
Cockroaches, a bit like bats, come out at night.
I think these have been a bit dosed up with the poison I've used, because usually they run straight away once the light gets on them. They run to the darkest area. They'll be in grooves, crevices, holes in the walls.
Their favourite spot is rather special.
Everything wants heat and warmth, and behind these motors here it's lovely and warm. A bit better than it was before. We had them everywhere, running around. Got a bit of evidence here, down there, a couple of nymphs.
And there's another choice spot behind the washing machine.
Look down there. You can see more of anything, egg cases, couple there, dead ones there. Basically, it's telling me, as you can see the adults here, you can see them dying as well from the stuff I've used, from the spray. We've still got a bit of a infestation, but they're only nymphs. But all the adults are dying off. The eggs have hatched out, the nymphs are all running around. I think this is it, last treatment, I'm happy.
Spray them, poison them, but
do not, and I will say it again, do not step on a cockroach and kill them. You'll end up squashing the eggs, expanding the eggs all over the place, and then you'll just have more cockroaches everywhere.
the depressing thing about cockroaches is that they're not an endangered species. Keeping up standards in restaurant hygiene is a never-ending business. You need dedicated inspectors, and in Wolverhampton, two of the finest are Johnny and Faye. A few weeks ago, they visited this kebab shop and were far from impressed. Today, they're back and in no mood to compromise.
We will be making sure that sort of all the points on our letter, all the legal contraventions have been attended to.
On their last visit, Faye found raw meat alongside cooked food.
Marco's told me that he's purchased this new fridge, because this wasn't here previously, to put raw food in.
Faye is determined to keep up standards.
This is not raw.
That's the chicken nuggets as
Yeah,
well.
but no, well, that's not. This isn't. So all of that could just go in here, and then you've got total separation. There isn't much cross-contamination going on, but if you've got a separate fridge, you might as well just use it all for raw and then put the ready-to-eat in these separate fridges. So that's what I was just explaining to him.
This was a problem last time.
We've got a container full of sort of festering water, which looks and smells pretty disgusting, really.
Today, the same area is spotless.
What I've seen is they've clearly made lots of efforts with the cleaning. The premises is now clean.
Last time, Faye was worried about the fridge.
This is probably one of the worst seals that I've seen.
It's been sorted out.
They've obviously replaced the seals, and they're currently keeping them in a clean condition, which is good to see.
And then there was the problem of the chopping boards.
As you can see, they're in an absolutely atrocious condition.
So we've got some new chopping boards. Great, okay.
And the verdict?
I think they've spent a lot of time and effort on making sure that those efforts are addressed, which is obviously great. And it's good to see somebody taking it seriously.
We want to see that this continue in the future, and that will help, raise our confidence in the management.
In Westminster, there's a very special street warden. She never takes no for an answer, and she's always up and at 'em. Jackie Deary.
I'm just going to stop and have a look at these two bags here.
Armed only with a notebook and a pen, Jackie is a tough prospect.
Give them a little kick, don't want any rats running out of them.
She's soon on the trail.
It's definitely household waste, and I've got some evidence already.
The fly tipper is not at home, but Jackie isn't put off that easily.
I've got my evidence. This person will be receiving a warning notice.
It's not in Jackie's nature to let sleeping dogs lie.
This is a Westminster customer. So they've put this bag out, and then somebody else has come along and just dropped their litter. So one bag has caused all this extra litter. I'm going going to check to see if I can find out who the owner is. Oh, lovely.
Aha!
Right, so now I've got some evidence of where it comes from.
Many cases involve hardly any detective work.
Hello, I'm from Westminster City Council. I wondered if I may speak to the office manager, please, regarding your waste. Good morning. I wonder if I could just point this out to you. Do you see that grey bag there? I know you've put this out at the wrong time.
It was probably our cleaner, because she normally comes at weekends, and we've literally started yesterday. She started doing a shift on Wednesday night, so she's obviously put it out.
You could face a fine of £80, but I wanted to give you the option to bring it back in.
OK.
Thank you for your assistance.
In Jackie's world, there's no such thing as a perfect street.
Right. Got a bagged waste, TV monitor and a pallet.
You pick up ideas as you go along. Being nosy is part of it.
Do you know anything about this? Do you know where it's come from?
No.
A local firm or anything? No?
I just come here to buy a fridge, that's all.
Oh, OK. OK, thank you. Oh, right, I might go into the fridge place, actually.
And like a batsman, she follows through.
Do you not have any idea who that belongs to around there?
But with Jackie Deary, the game is never over.
It's on the corner of Boscobel Street.
Coming up, a smashing time in Dagenham. Jackie hits the fly tippers where it hurts.
I feel mean that I might have to find the National Health Service.
And Picker Lew gets down to some needlework.
Some young kid gets hurt. It's bad on me.
Before taking his rightful place as a local celebrity.
Here he is.
Up and down the land, a little-known army of dedicated professionals are devoted to battling an ever-advancing tide of grime. Back in Dagenham, the clean team have decided there's nothing of value in the abandoned council house. Gary and Luke know what to do. This house is full of furniture, but can't be described as fully furnished. It's all got to go.
We'll try and get all the bulk stuff from like the settees and the beds and things like that first.
Out will go the furniture, then there's the video collection, not one but 2 microwave ovens, and all those televisions.
Wherever we go, it's either TVs or more electrical equipment.
TV. 3 so far, I think.
I reckon there's going to be around about 8 or 10. We found car radios and all sorts in the bottom of the cupboard. Oh.
That's number 6. Number 7.
And what is a loft for if it's not to hold even more rubbish?
It's absolutely full up with loads and loads of just clothes, books, loads of electronic equipment.
Specialist removers might do it differently. When the TV doesn't work, get another one. But to have 8?
More electrical.
You said there was a lot out there, wouldn't you expect this much?
Lofts can be bigger than you think.
Just sort of junk, basically. Instead of binning it, they'd stick it up in the loft.
The new tenants may restrict themselves to 2 or 3 televisions, but it'll be home.
All done.
And it could be years before another team has to carry out this task all over again. Wolverhampton, our litter picker, is becoming something of a celebrity.
It's only me!
Yes, it's Litterer-picker Lew. But on an ordinary shift, there's nothing very glamorous about Lew's work.
We're always a bit concerned when we come down the woods of what you might find.
Woods provide cover for all sorts of activities.
Just having a general look round. Just keep your eyes open for needles, lads. Hold it, lads. Here we are. Here's the needles.
Needles means only one thing.
I mean, this area is like well known to be a drugs den.
While his team get to grips with the problem, Lou reports back.
Hello, Joanne. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. We're working in the woods at the moment. We've just come across a drugs den.
The size of that? It's a monster one. It reminds me of the needle they use for the horses.
The needles are a health hazard, and not only for Lou's team.
The school children walk through this wood on the way to school. Now, what's to stop them coming up this pathway and finding these and playing with needles? See that? That's so dangerous. You had a little kid running through here, just with his sandals on in the summer. You can hardly see it.
They're not only scattered on the ground.
I've found them sticking in trees before. Yeah, there's one. There's one there, look. I'll just pull that out. Look at that. Fancy that catching a young kid.
For Lew and his men, this is worse than usual.
Look how many needles we've got here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's got to be 20 needles there.
Lew is worried.
We feel responsible now that we've got to find all these. If some young kid gets hurt and I haven't found all the needles, it's bad on me. I'd feel terrible.
And the deeper they dig, the more they find.
Whenever you move a leaf, you find a needle. How many do you reckon you put in, Sam, at the moment, roughly? There's at least 100 in there, minimum 100 needles at the moment.
Wolverhampton has a serious problem with illegal drugs.
Don't know what the answer is to stop it, apart from putting a policeman here and sit the policeman on this trunk and say, "Oi, go home." That's it, we've got about a bucket full here. We must have 150, 160 needles here, Sam. Easy.
This den's been cleared, but keeping the woods drug-free is going to be difficult. In Westminster, keen-eyed Jackie is back on the lookout.
Right, this waste here does look like it's a private contractor's.
There's private waste and public waste. Jackie treats them all the same.
Hello, sorry to trouble you. My name's Jackie Deary. Could I speak to the facilities manager about all your waste on the highway? Looks like it's come from your premises. Do you have a cleaner?
We do have a cleaner.
Are you aware that this has been out here?
No.
Because you can't have it on the highway, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah?
OK, I'll look into it.
Yeah, can I come and take some details from you, please?
Jackie is as determined as ever.
You don't have any office manager at all?
It's all through head office.
I'll have to go through a few more bags to get a few more names then.
People don't rush forward to claim rubbish.
I'm just going to go and check through a few more bags because the office say that the building next door have had a clear out and that's owned by the National Health as well. So I just wanted to get an email address or a contact name to definitely prove that it's theirs.
Jackie will not be put off. This calls for a quick search and a quick decision.
Right, there's another bit as well. I don't know for what reason all this rubbish is out on the highway at the moment, but I'm going to take a photograph of it and I'm going to find them.
On this occasion, Jackie is judge and jury, and she tries to be fair.
Slightly disappointed that I feel mean that I might have to find the National Health Service, but, you know, we'll take one step at a time and they can appeal.
Litterer-picker Lew hasn't always enjoyed the limelight. His job isn't glamorous, but it's Christmas.
Warm enough?
All right, can you manage? Have a nice night.
And in Wolverhampton, Lew's become something of a celebrity. He's getting rather used to it.
Hello, Maureen.
Lew is a popular figure.
A lot of fans here tonight. How are you? Well, you're the fans as well. This is my young lady, my partner, Jill, my wife. Hello, Dave. How are you, old pal? Hey, here's me old mate, me old mucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause please for Lew.
Ah, blow me down. He's the star of the show.
Has everybody seen this guy on the TV, yeah?
Cheers, me muckers!
A celebrity litter picker. And why not?
Are you ready?
We're ready!
10! Louder! 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 4, 3, 2, 1! Merry Christmas! Woo! And there's the snow that we've got, everybody, which is excellent.
Have a wonderful Christmas. I'm going to. In fact, as you all know, I am teetotal, but I might get myself drunk Christmas. And what on? I'll tell ya, Lambrewski!
A year ago, this would not have happened. But he's not complaining.
What's my cameraman? Okay. I feel wonderful. I feel top of the world. I'm over the moon. I feel very, very honoured. That's lovely, Daddy. That's fantastic. All right, this way. I've got to pick this up now, look. Can you pick all your litter up, please? That's what I'm here for.
Lew has become a hero partly because he really likes his job. And that's not something he aims to give up.